What would you do if the impossible happened on the world's grandest stage, the FIFA World Cup? Picture this: a team from a small, unknown nation goes toe-to-toe with a powerhouse and emerges victorious, defying the odds. Could it happen again? Could 2026 be the year that delivers the most jaw-dropping upsets in World Cup history? The World Cup has always been a stage for legends, dreams, and heartbreaks. But beyond the glory, it's the unforgettable upsets that truly shape the tournament, games that defy expectations and rewrite history. As we approach the 2026 World Cup, we can't help but wonder, will this tournament deliver even bigger shocks, etching new moments of glory and surprise into football lore? 1. The Miracle of 1950, the ultimate David versus Goliath. It's a sunny day in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 1950. The Maracanã Stadium is packed with over 200,000 spectators, all expecting to watch Brazil clinch the World Cup in front of their home crowd. Brazil had breezed through the tournament, dominating every opponent, and now they faced a seemingly easy task against Uruguay in the final match. What followed is etched into the fabric of World Cup folklore, the Maracanazo. In 1950, Uruguay stunned the world by defeating Brazil 2-1 in the Maracanazo, a victory that silenced 200,000 Brazilian fans. For Brazil, the loss at home became a painful chapter in history, while Uruguay's triumph showcased their unwavering spirit and tactical brilliance. Could another underdog rise in 2026 to challenge the Giants? Only time will tell. 2. The mighty fall, 1966 and England's shocking triumph. Fast forward to 1966, England was playing host to the World Cup, and they were eager to prove their mettle on home soil. The English team had some of the best players in the world at the time, including the legendary Bobby Charlton. However, the tournament was full of unexpected twists, and the real shock came in the final. In the 1966 World Cup final, a talented West Germany team, led by Fritz Walter, faced England in a thrilling match. After intense back-and-forth action, England triumphed 4-2 after extra time in what became known as the Forgotten Upset. It was England's first and only World Cup victory, marking the beginning of a fierce rivalry with Germany. This iconic final reminded the world that anything can happen in football. Could we see a similar underdog rise in 2026, defying expectations like England did in 1966? 3. The shock of 1982. Italy's unlikely victory. The Brazilian team had stars like Zico, Socrates, and Falcao, and they had dazzled their way through the competition with stunning performances. But in one of the most unexpected upsets in World Cup history, Italy, led by manager Enzo Bearzot and a brilliant Paolo Rossi, stunned Brazil in the quarterfinals, winning 3-2. Italy's tactical brilliance stunned Brazil in 1982, as Rossi's hat-trick sent the favorites packing. The world watched in disbelief as Italy, once seen as underdogs, triumphed with a defensive masterclass. Rossi claimed the Golden Boot, and Italy's victory became one of the greatest upsets in World Cup history. As 2026 approaches, could another team defy expectations and challenge the norms, just as Italy did 42 years ago? 4. The Giant Slayers, 2002 South Korea and Japan's phenomenal run. The 2002 World Cup, co-hosted by South Korea and Japan, saw one of the most shocking and unforgettable upsets in the tournament's history. South Korea, a team ranked outside the top 20, stunned the football world by reaching the semi-finals. In a tournament where established footballing powers like Italy, Spain, and Germany were expected to dominate, South Korea's run to the Final Four was an extraordinary achievement. South Korea's stunning World Cup run, defeating Italy, edging past Spain in a controversial quarterfinal, and falling to Germany in the semifinals, captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Their journey became a symbol of hope for underdogs, showing that greatness can come from the most unlikely places. Could the 2026 World Cup see another David versus Goliath story? A lesser-known team might rise to shock the world once again, proving that anything is possible on the global stage. 5. The unexpected twist, 2010 and the African dream of Ghana. In 2010, South Africa hosted the first World Cup on African soil. The tournament was electric, filled with passion and pride as African teams sought to make history. Ghana, a relatively small nation in the world of football, had a golden opportunity to become the first African team to reach the World Cup semifinals. They were on the verge of greatness. In the 2010 World Cup quarterfinals, Ghana's dream of reaching the semifinals was crushed in a dramatic showdown with Uruguay. Tied 1-1 in extra time, Ghana was awarded a penalty in the final seconds, only for Luis Suarez to block the shot with his hand, earning a red card. The penalty was missed, and Uruguay won in the shootout, leaving Ghana heartbroken. The match became one of the tournament's most controversial moments, fueling the question, could 2026 offer a similar emotional roller coaster for a nation yearning for a breakthrough? Looking ahead, could 2026 surpass these historic upsets? As we prepare for the 2026 World Cup, the stage is set for yet another chapter in the tournament's storied history. With the tournament expanding to 48 teams, the opportunity for a new underdog to rise is greater than ever. Could we see another shock like the Maracanazo or South Korea's run? Could a team like Canada, Costa Rica, or even an African team like Senegal or Morocco make another deep run? The question is not whether an upset can happen, it's when and how it will unfold. The 2026 World Cup could be the perfect storm for an underdog to make history, and it's something every fan of football should keep in mind. These upsets are not just about the results, they're about the stories that captivate hearts, the journeys that define nations, and the moments that make us believe that, in football, anything is possible. Let's make 2026 legendary. As we look ahead to the 2026 World Cup, we invite you to dream big. The tournament is going to be full of excitement, surprises, and, hopefully, unbelievable upsets. Whether you're rooting for your favorite team or hoping for a new underdog to emerge, this World Cup promises to be one for the history books. Stay engaged, follow the matches, and be ready for those moments of pure magic when a team defies the odds. And when the next upset happens, be sure to share your thoughts and experiences with us, because this World Cup could very well top them all.